Hello, T-Roy News here. This weekend in Virginia, there was a hell of a big fight between protesters who want to keep the statue of General Robert E. Lee and counter protesters who are just going to counter protest anything. The news media put it as a white nationalist group plus Klan members, Nazis, basically anybody who is not a Democrat. Um, anyway, not sure who started it, but it ended up being a very big fight. Uh, some idiot in a car runs into a group of counter protesters. They're called protesters or counter protesters, even though they were fighting just as much as everybody else. Um, this moron in a car runs into a crowd of people, killing one, injuring like 19 or something like that. Um, that's that's not a white nationalist. That is not a Klan member or this, that. That is a terrorist. Okay? I don't care who you are or why you do it. If you take your car and purposely run into a crowd of people um, just because you don't like them and you're too big of a puss to fight man to man, you're a terrorist. You, okay, plain and simple. Um, the news media has called this, blamed it all on what they call white nationalists. That's their new word. You can bet your ass you're going to hear a lot of that. That is their racial slur for white people. That's going to be the same as calling somebody a racist or white supremacist because they use the term racist for everything. Everything. If you do not agree with them, you are a racist. Why racist all the time? Because their little pea brains can't comprehend anything other than just like one little catchphrase. Okay? When Black Lives Matters openly calls for the death of white people and police officers, and they burn down buildings, they tear up buildings, they assault people, they kill people. They're just protesters. But if you think, maybe taking down a 150-year-old statue that has not moved in 150 years, if you think taking that down is a stupid idea, I'm with you, brother. I'm totally with you. It's like when in Charleston when the 9 people were murdered by that stupid little kid. That wasn't a racist thing. He's an idiot. Okay. Um, the big deal was remove the Confederate flag from the Capitol building in Columbia, 100 miles away. So it wasn't this kid who did it. No, it's the fault of a piece of cloth 100 miles away. Live coverage nationwide of the flag being taken down. Really? That fixed everything, didn't it? Ever since then, everything's been hunky-dory. There hadn't been mass riots and arsons and all this other stuff. You notice it's not the Klan doing that, right? Now, I'm not taking up for the Klan. I think, well, look at it. The Klan hasn't done anything in decades, but they get blamed for all kinds of things. Oh, they're just the biggest menace to society there is. How many cities have been shut down by the Klan in the last 20 years? How many of them have blocked roads, assaulted people, burned buildings? Look, this is the main point. And if you're black and you think that racism is the biggest problem facing this world, you're an idiot. If you are white and you think racism is the biggest problem in the world, just in reverse, black against white, you're also an idiot. It's not a black and white thing. It's a dumbass and non-dumbass thing. Dumbasses come in every shape and color on the planet. Okay? So if you think about it in those terms, instead of, oh, you're racist because you don't agree with me. If you break it down to the basics, the real story, you will sleep a whole lot better. But all you people who are out there using the Confederate flag as a symbol of just a outright just a racist argument, stop it, okay? And you people who are saying, well, Donald Trump, I'm doing this in the name of Donald Trump. Trump not once said, I'm going to make white people great again, or black people or brown people great again. He said, America, okay? There's a time and a place for everything. And you're not helping your cause by acting like an idiot. All right? Use a little common sense, people. Use your head for something besides a hat rack. Okay? If you need clarification, contact me and I will explain it to you. This is T-Roy News. Thank you.